Hi, I'm Denise Teichert.
And I'm David Newton, and on today's episode of Fine Wine
and Design, the Modern Group celebrates its 3-brand merger and beautiful new designer showroom. Their $15,000 kitchen makeover winners are revealed, and the community at large approves updates to the Tempe project.
In the Thermador kitchen, Chef Lou, culinary and catering director of Classic Cooking Academy, is keeping things fresh and delish with 2 summer salads, panzella and fresh watermelon and agave, then taking things home with the cherry clafoutis for dessert.
All that and a great bottle of wine.
That's right, I brought a really beautiful bottle of white blend from Arizona that's going to pair really nicely with our light summer dish, as well as complement the well-structured architecture of this Thermador kitchen and the Modern Group showroom.
The Modern Group offers full-service general contracting and floor-to-ceiling design services, from renovations to new builds, and just recently celebrated the grand opening of their beautifully renovated Scottsdale showroom.
We were there to celebrate and capture their story from the beginning.
Let's see how this story began.
Sitting on prime real estate in the Scottsdale Air Park, the Modern Group started out with 6,000 square feet of untapped potential. To open up this space and create a community hub reflective of all the best tradesmen in the industry was their ultimate vision. And to pull it off, RD and the Modern Group assembled their dream team.
All of our tradespeople have been with us for many years. They were here during the good times, and they've managed to stay, reinvent themselves, and leaned up when they needed to cut the fat out, to be able to survive these very lean times. That says a lot within itself, is just the tenacity to stay and be able to stay in business. And now they're starting to prosper again. We are starting to grow, which is almost a scary thought in these times here. People think that we're doing something a little strange, building out this space and really putting a lot of our time and energy into something that nobody else is doing right now. So either we're doing something wrong or we're ahead of the curve here. So hopefully we're hoping that we're doing the right thing. I really think that we have. All of our tradespeople are just ecstatic about the space. We allow them to come in and bring their people, their family, their friends, and we use this as kind of a community hub with our team. And our team of people is pretty expansive now, and they are all very proud to be part of what we've done here. We're so excited now to have our doors open, and the reception that we've got from the community. We are the envy of all of our tradespeople, all of our neighbors, and I just want to kind of give you a tour if you come in the front doors. You're really greeted with just a magnificent entryway. It has all of our technology based here from Cyber Electric and Cyber Sound that give us all of the integration with the Savant system, the Lutron system, and we have the automation that controls our lights, our sound, our TVs. We have off-the-grid solutions that did our really cool entryway light for our MG. Hinkley Lighting Factory did all of our magnificent lights throughout. And all of our countertops were all done by Spellman Hardwoods, who also is the provider for all the Caesar stone, and that stuff is just stunning. All of the interior finishes, all the flooring, all the wall coverings, tile was done with our tradespeople within our own Modern Group team. I mean, we have some of the best artisans and tradespeople in the business. All the stonework was done by our team. We do all that work ourselves. That is not hired out. That's all of our own assets that we use to do, well, this is how we make our daily living with all of these special trades guys. Burdette Fine Cabinetry, these guys are some of our very best tradespeople. We love these guys. They do some of the best cabinet work in the business. I mean, these guys are magnificent cabinet builders. They made these big, beautiful butcher blocks tops we have for our conference room and our kitchen counter. And we get so many compliments from that. It's just stunning work. Ram Marble and Granite, they did the fabrication for all of the countertops, which is the Caesar stone. Ferguson Kitchen and Bath that provided us with our entire kitchen package, all the appliances. These guys, again, we could not have done it without those guys. That's what really made us what we are today, having tradespeople that we can really ride the coattails of somebody with a national name such as Ferguson. These guys have been some of the best personal assistants to all of our clients. We send our clients over to see them, and they just absolutely love them. The customer service is unparalleled with anybody else in the business today. A few more thank yous is Geldwin Doors. You know, these guys here did our entryway doors. We completely reconfigured our whole entryway with new doors and windows at the beginning of our project here. All of our interior doors are all done by Jeld-Wen. I want to thank Efficiency Mechanical. Again, they're another one of our stalwart trade partners, and here in Arizona heat, you got to have some good air conditioning or you don't have a business that you can even go to. So our hats are off to Efficiency Mechanical. Sundance Drywall and Insulation. These guys don't really get in on too much of the pretty finishes and stuff, but really to put the thing together, all the framing, drywall and insulation was done by Sundance, and these guys are some of the longest standing tradespeople that I've had since I've been doing business here for the last 15 years. Jim Hand Design, James Hand, he is the architect that helped us draw up all of the floor plans and design, and all the interior finishes was done by Estes. Tony and his crew over there, those guys are just as tight as any relationship we have with anybody. I mean, these guys, we have such a great synergy together. We bring them in on projects, they bring us in on projects. We know all their designers over there, mostly all their families. I mean, we are a very, very tight group people, and we're very social people. That's really what makes it fun. It's just not the day-to-day grind, but we do have time to socialize, and we now have the social place here. So we have Margarita Fridays every once in a while, and we get to light up our Ferguson kitchen in there and cook up some really good food. And you know what, that's what really makes it all worthwhile. It's when you can really be very, very professional on that day-to-day level, and then at the end of the day on Friday, everybody can come and really enjoy the camaraderie, working with everybody, and that's what really makes it fun. It kind of keeps it real. You kind of end the day exhausted but happy, you know, and it's really a fun thing to be able to do, to be able to complete a project start to finish with the same people you've been working with for many, many years, and it's very rewarding.
When we walked into their grand opening party, it was great. There was a lot of the ambient light and the music and things that just created a full ambience that we were expecting. When we walked through the door, the TV was running some of the Fine Wine and Design commercials and some of the past projects, and there was a nice backdrop considering of the wood materials that we've used along the wall and different countertop materials, the accessories that we added, the artwork that we added. It just became a full, complete picture that we were trying to create the whole time.
Don't go away. When we return, Modern Group's $15,000 makeover winners are ready to get started on a new renovation of their own.
Take a look into the world of talented designers, wine connoisseurs, and celebrity chefs as they transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Whether it's a kitchen in need of a makeover with appliances by Thermador or a meal that cries out for the perfect wine pairing, let Fine Wine and Design take you to new and exciting destinations. Tune in and taste the good life Wednesday nights at 7:30 on Cox 7 Arizona, or right now on Channel 2644.
Choosing products for your kitchen or bath is like composing a symphony. That's why Ferguson showrooms have trained professionals who can help you orchestrate your dream. Find a showroom near you at Ferguson.com.
The Modern Group's $15,000 kitchen makeover contest launched at the world's greatest collector car auction. To enter, all you needed was to submit a photo of your kitchen and ask friends and family to vote. Well, one couple had friends, family, and then some to help them secure the win.
My sister Allie went to Barrett Jackson and she said, "You have to check out this website for this." She knew that we were thinking about doing some significant remodeling, and she was like, "You have to check out the website of Modern Group." So we went to the Modern Group website and we saw that they had this contest, and we're like, this has to be meant to be. It was like fate.
We ended up, we just sent it out to all our Facebook friends just to ask them, hey, help us out with this kitchen, we need help, because otherwise I'm going to try to do it myself, and that's just bad news for everyone. And our friends just kind of came out in force, and their friends and their friends and their family, and it's just, it all worked out. And we ended up winning the contest. And
our biggest fan was his mom, Sharon. She got a hold of even all of her friends and family in Colorado and Maryland and had every single person put it on their Facebook. And she was putting up some sort of post about it every single day. She was like more determined than anybody else that we were going to get this kitchen. And it was a big deal at the time because we were planning a wedding and we had talked about eloping. And because we didn't want to spend a lot of money on the wedding because everything was going to go to the house. And the kitchen remodel contest came up right when it was like fate almost.
Working with Modern Group and S2S, it's just been an overwhelmingly positive experience. We really couldn't ask for a better team to help us see this project through. And every time we walk out of the meetings with them, it's always just, we have a great feeling every time. It's just great people to work with. They really do seem to care. They listen to what we have to say, and they really care about how this project turns out for us, and that's the most important.
They all seem to be true professionals, and since we're professionals, the first thing you look for is that level of trust, and it's there, and I couldn't ask for anything more on that.
Confidence.
Yeah.
It's just very, everything about all our interactions with them inspire confidence, and it's just everything from just the smallest details to just the general banter and just talking back and forth. It inspires confidence.
Our D really knows the products. And so that's helping us make better selections about what is more efficient for our house, what fits our lifestyle. You know, oh, wood wouldn't be the best choice for you because of X, Y, and Z, but maybe you're better off with tile and we can do it in a fancier pattern. And there's all sorts of finishes you can choose from. And with Holly's input about, color and some of the stone choices that we make. And I have a lot of confidence that our vision will come through and that we'll get the kind of house that we always dreamed of.
A lot of that just goes back to the part about listening, is they didn't come in, they came in with ideas, as did we, and we just started talking, and through this whole process of elimination, it's been just a great experience. It's not we think you should do this, so you're going to do this, or you're going to have these cabinets, or you're going to have this appliance. There's a dialogue going back and forth, and again, it just inspires confidence. Great people to work with, and we're really excited to see where this goes.
Hi there, welcome to my office. What you may not realize is that I don't just spend all my time in the field or selecting drapery or paint colors all day, but I do a lot of architectural drafting myself. Right now, this is what their house currently looks like. There is a wall that is in the center of the home, pretty much segregating everything off from each other, so it's not very inviting. So the client really wanted to change that. What it looks like now, we removed the wall, created a nice big open kitchen with a larger hood and range for them, a farmhouse sink that she really wanted, and as well as an eat-in breakfast area. There is a dining area just off their kitchen that you can actually see from their front door and see all the way through to their backyard, where we have a nice pair of French doors. And we've actually included a formal living room for them as well.
Seeing the whole plan come together and the whole design and everything that they have put together for this project, it's just unbelievable. Just the idea that the house could look like that, and that someone has that kind of vision and those kinds of skills that they can put this together, is just
we weren't sure we weren't sure we were going to be able to incorporate all of the things that we wanted to see happen in the space. And so we weren't sure what the plans were going to show. Could they move the kitchen over? Could they give me more counter space? Could they give us more cabinetry? We have a sunken living room. Was that going to get filled in? Oh, I know.
Oh, tragedy.
And so how open could the space be? Could they incorporate our current furniture? And so when Est came to us with the two, I think there was two plans that didn't move the kitchen, but there was one that moved the kitchen all the way over, and it was the first plan she showed us, and I didn't even want to see the other two. Going back to what he said about vision, is Est can give us the vision. We can see it, and it's happening so fast. And again, we're like,
in addition to the form, you have the function. It not only looks great, but it's also something we can use every single day, which is just amazing. It's great.
Working with Matt and Shannon has been lovely as well. They seem really appreciative of their opportunity to really create a new, great twist to their home, and it's been really great to see their enthusiasm with our final designs.
Don't go away. When we return, Chef Lou and Denise stir up some summer fun at Ferguson Scottsdale Showroom.
Turn your house into your dream home with Modern Group, offering specialty construction services, superior quality craftsmanship, and progressive design solutions for your project. From standard remodeling to highly specialized home overhauls and additions, Modern Group is a full-service general contracting business dedicated to organization, professionalism, and unparalleled project supervision. Start your project today. Visit us at moderngroupaz.com or call 480-596-1100.
Green Living Magazine brings you the latest in organic cooking, interiors, fashion and beauty, gardening, health and wellness, chef and celebrity interviews, and easy solutions to green up your life. Subscribe and learn more at greenlivingaz.com.
Okay, so how do I get to win a $15,000 kitchen makeover?
Well, that's a great question, and maybe you can.
Great.
And maybe you can. Learn how by visiting us at finewineanddesign.com. We're standing inside this beautiful live Thermador kitchen at Ferguson Scottsdale Showroom. So Chef Lou, tell us what's on the menu today.
Well, on the menu today, starting from left to right, we actually made a cherry clafoutis, traditional French dessert, perfect for summertime weather since cherries are in season. Next to it right here, we have a watermelon, agave nectar, and mint salad. Really nice, clean, refreshing salad to go along with chicken or grilled shrimp or whatever you want to do alongside of that. And next to it is a panzanella salad made with zucchini, eggplant, tomato, onion, some fresh garlic and basil all tossed together and served with the grilled bread. That's where the name panzanella comes from, pan meaning bread. So it has a really nice warm toasted bread into there. It's really, really a nice dish.
It is. And all three of them you made like that in a jiffy. I was amazed at how fast everything, because you got quite a few ingredients in this one.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of work, but at the same time, it went really, really quick. Like I said, the stove worked fabulous. The burners were excellent and sauteed it perfectly, and came out great.
So this is all obviously fabulous, and like we said, it's a great summer meal. Can you share with us exactly how you made each one of these so that we can do it on our own?
Absolutely, so you can recreate this at home. Very simple. The tomatoes are left raw and tossed together with the zucchini and eggplant. We simply sauteed that in a nice saute skillet with extra virgin olive oil, got it to medium-high heat. It tends to smoke a little bit. Olive oil has a lower smoking point. Throw your zucchini in there, throw your eggplant into there, saute it off, let it get a nice golden color to it. Take it off the heat, throw some fresh, thinly sliced garlic into there, toss it all together. A little bit of lemon zest and a little bit of lemon juice into there, just kind of perk up the flavors. Right. The bread itself, we just brushed with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and then did it right on our flat top surface right here. Got it nice and crispy. If you don't have a flat top surface, you can always put it underneath your broiler in your oven. Right. And it comes out perfect that way. Once it's done and nice and crisp, we just took a little bit of fresh garlic clove and just rubbed that across the bread. It gets all that really good garlic flavor.
That was a great trick.
Exactly. You don't have to use that garlic powder or anything else like that. You use the fresh garlic, it's going to add a whole lot more flavor. So that was that dish. Very simple to do. Just toss it all together.
And you, I noticed you did the eggplant first.
Yes.
And you had mentioned that the olive oil then would soak into the eggplant and give it a different texture before you put the zucchini in.
Exactly. So we did the eggplant first. It tends to cook a little bit longer, soaks up a little bit more oil. So we put a little bit more extra virgin olive oil into there. It's going to pick up all the flavors of the olive oil. So don't use anything that's less quality, that like canola oil or anything else. Use a good extra virgin olive oil that's going to soak inside of your vegetable. And the dessert right there is a simple custard, a little bit of flour, eggs, cream, milk, sugar, just tossed all together. A little bit of amaretto to kind of give it a nice flavor to kind of tie the cherries together with the custard itself. And then we put it inside of the steam convection oven and baked it off. Like I said, it usually takes about 20 minutes, but in this oven it took 10 minutes and it was perfect.
We were pleasantly surprised. Our last dish, tell us about that.
It's a local watermelon that we had. We simply took it off the rind and diced it, mixed it with a little bit of fresh mint, agave nectar, a little shaved white onion, and salt, pepper, obviously for taste, and actually a little bit of red pepper to just give it a little bite to it.
Yes, another interesting group of ingredients that just all come together perfectly. And speaking of coming together perfectly, I actually had the honor of working with Chef Lou at Barrett-Jackson this past year.
Yes.
He was a judge for our Celebrity Chef Throwdown. Then we got to work together again at the Modern Group showroom's grand opening, and you were the celebrity chef at that event as well. And here we are, honored to have you on our show in the Thermador Live Kitchen, and obviously you're an amazing chef.
Thank you.
Amazing talent.
Thank you. I pay her a lot to say that.
So tell us about yourself. Tell us what you do when you're not standing with us somewhere.
I am a chef instructor at the Classic Cooking Academy here in Scottsdale.
Okay.
We are a nonprofit culinary school, so we don't make the money off of our kids coming to the school. We make our money off of doing our catering and our recreational cooking classes that we have throughout the week. And that's how we make our money. We also, like I said, we do the catering. We did the event for Barrett-Jackson, so it gives the kids a lot of exposure to different aspects of the restaurant and catering business, which is great for when they leave and go out into the real world. So that's what I do. I also do personal chef, and you can find me online at loopdeloo.com and get some free recipes and some great ideas for cooking all year round.
Thank you, Chef Lou.
Thank you.
And to learn more about Chef Lou, Classic Cooking Academy, and today's recipes, you can do so by visiting us at finewineanddesign.com. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be pairing wine with these fabulous summer dishes.
Cox subscribers, don't miss the culinary event of the year on Saturday, September 1st at the Westin Kierland. Go to phoenixcooks.com for your $5 discount ticket. Keyword Cox. Ignite your appetite.
We're back.
For my favorite part of the show. All right, so now we're going to talk about the wine and then eventually taste the wine. But first of all, let's talk about the pairing principle that we have here. We've got a light summer dish. There's not a whole lot of temperature as far as cooking temperature goes. So we're going to have a light, approachable dish. Why not have a light, approachable wine? All right, before we taste, let's do our usual routine to where we're going to hoover. Remember hoovering? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, glass it.
Hoover away.
Hand it over the top. We're holding in the aromas so we can smell as much as possible. Sneak your nose in. Big smell. We've just prepped our palate.
Oh, wow.
You know, actually, after smelling that, I want to point out that floral essence. All right, what we have is from Jerome Winery. We have a Simeon Malvasia blend. Simeon is a varietal that actually has a lot of body to it. They usually blend it with Sauvignon Blancs. In this case, they blend it with Malvasia, which is an Italian varietal known for its floral characteristics, which is going to pair really nice with the vegetable characteristics of our food. All right?
Okay.
So now that we've smelled, let's do it one more time and then taste our wine right after.
Okay.
Good mouthfeel.
Citrusy.
Yeah, a little bit of acid coming through. And then once we've finished it, now we're tasting the floral characteristics as well.
So, we're going to do a little sampling, correct?
Yeah, I'll take the spoon.
So we'll share this.
Yeah. You do the watermelon, I will do the vegetables.
All right, so I'm going to start. This watermelon dish has sweetness and spice to it. So I'll do a little taste and then tell you what I get out of it. Is that fair? That is fabulous.
What are you getting? Did the wine go to a different place now that you paired it with food? Did it dry it up, sweeten it up?
Yeah, because it actually sweetened it.
Okay.
So, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I doing the right thing here? When I first had the watermelon, it tasted extremely, a little bit more on the spicy side when we were tasting it prior to the wine. And even having had the wine in my palate and then tasting that, it changed the taste of the dish before I took the second sip of the wine even.
If it had dried your wine out to where the fruit flavors weren't coming through, then it's going the wrong direction. This obviously went in the right direction.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to pair mine. I'm making sure it touches every part of my mouth. And the point of this pairing with the vegetable dish is I can still taste the vegetable. The wine's not bullying it out of the way, and the wine is not doing vice versa to the food.
Okay.
So there's balance there, and they're They're basically complementing each other rather than masking one or the other.
Tell us a little bit more again about the wine, where it's from, the region,
Okay, the grapes are growing in Wilcox, Arizona, where it's 4,000 feet elevation, and it is actually called a sky island. So everywhere around Wilcox is desert floor. So all the critters, the insects, birds, vegetation has been there for 10,000 years, which basically creates species richness, which in turn promotes sustainability.
Okay.
Speaking of sustainability, I think it's time for an update on the Tempe project.
Leading up the architectural front is Jim Han of James Han Design AIA, a multi-award-winning architect who's gone back to the drawing board.
The last time that we were together, we were exploring this project and looking at it in the different detail and how it fit into this particular neighborhood. Since then, we've met with the neighbors and the city and have made a few modifications to it that I think have overall bettered the project. In this particular one here, the project was a three-story, or had a three-story element in the rear portion here, and an open courtyard in the front. Also, the colors, as you can see, have changed a little bit since the inception. As we worked through this, we looked at a couple of different schemes or ideas with regards to the courtyard here, and then ultimately decided that probably the best thing was to reduce the height. Part of that was because some of the neighbors had a comment that way. Also, the city thought that it would fit in a little bit better with the neighborhood if we changed the character up here a little bit. Subsequently, what we did was we came back and added another smaller two-story building in the center of where the landscape courtyard was, reduced the rear portion to where it's just a two-story building. You can see the colors have changed a little bit, more to be in keeping with the neighborhood and with the character of the Craftsman style. And now we, in essence, have three small individual homes up front with driveways that are very similar to the rest of the neighborhood, and in the back is the slightly larger project, and it all fits in, it all is tied together with landscaping, and I think it's going to be a very successful project both for the owners, and I think it's going to fit well with the neighborhood and be a benefit to the city.
Finally, we still have another long-standing project that we've been working on. As of June, it's been a year since we've started the actual thought process, and that's our Tempe project. We've had many hurdles, a whole lot of politicking to do. We have one more big hurdle to jump, and we've all got our fingers crossed that everybody at the City of Tempe will be in favor of our project. We've went through redesigns, reconfiguration to try to appease the people that has issues with the size of the building, and a few other things that they were concerned with, the parking, so we went back and resolved many issues. It's just a very daunting process to go through all the design and review and development before you ever get to start building. For me, building is academic. It's all the legwork you do up front, all the logistical running, all the design criteria and meeting all the challenges of all the prerequisites that the city has. We're very, very close, and we're very excited that this thing's getting ready to go.
Well, that's a wrap.
Well, I have to say that with any design project, you know, you have your trials and tribulations. And with the Tempe project that Modern Group's working on, it's an amazing project, but it's taking a lot of manpower. And we've been to the drawing board 2-3 times now. But I want to point out that Modern Group and all of their vendors, everybody involved in this project, including the homeowners, have been amazingly strong and positive through all of this. And we're excited to go forward.
It's just the nature of the design business.
Absolutely. And remember, if you want to learn more about Modern Group, Chef Lou, or how you can get your home featured on our show, visit us at finewineanddesign.com. I'm Denise Teicher.
And I'm David Newton. We'll see you next time on Fine Wine and Design.